Yeah, thanks so much for being here, y'all. I'm going to introduce our first speaker. Shosh is a member of the New York City chapter of the Wilani Defense Society and a self-loving, revolutionary, queer Jew. Welcome, Shosh.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm so honored to be here with all of you, and I'm so honored to be here with so many different groups that have come together for this action in so many different roles, from within our lifetime to UAW to Extinction Rebellion. I'm here with the Wilani Defense Society. There are dozens of other groups that have come together to make this happen. Abolitionists, tenants unions, environmental groups, so many more that are all here to say stop Cop City and free Palestine. Palestinian organizers have been out here not just for months, but for years and for decades doing this, and we are here with them because we know that we do not have any other choice. We come out here every day and every week, and we will keep doing so. And we do that because we know that none of us are free until all of us are free. We also know that all of our struggles are interconnected. We say this at every single event, and we say this right here now today, partially because our comrades in Atlanta and in Arizona have been fighting this fight against Cop City. Now, for those of you who don't know, Cop City is a $100 million militarized police training facility that they are in the progress of building in Atlanta, that is also a project that is raising the largest urban forest in the country, and is using taxpayer money and money from a private group called the Atlanta Police Foundation in order to tear down this forest, build a huge militarized police training facility, instead of doing what the people of Atlanta have asked their government to do for years and for decades, which is fund their communities and defund the police. Some people might be confused as to why we're here doing a combined event to say stop Cop City and to say free Palestine, but we know that these are the same fight. We know that corporations like Nationwide and their subsidiary AXA fund Cop City, insure Cop City, and they also participate in funding and funding and enabling illegal violent settlements in the West Bank and the current genocide that is happening in Gaza. They raise forests in Atlanta and they raise olive trees in Gaza, and they genocide our friends and our family. And we know that we are out here fighting all of these things at once because there is no other option. We know that these same corporations profit off of carceral labor from people kidnapped from their homes, people kidnapped in the West Bank, people kidnapped in Atlanta from house raids, people vilified as terrorists for daring to oppose these systems that we are all out here doing. And by being out here, we are keeping each other safe by being out here all together every day, every week. We protect our friends. We protect our friends in Atlanta. We protect our friends in New York City from the NYPD. We protect our friends and our family in Gaza and the West Bank by coming out here and doing that and letting our friends and family everywhere know that they are not alone.
Right.
We're all out here, and while they have their alliances between the police, these corporations, Nationwide, AXA, the Atlanta Police Foundation, the Atlanta Police, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, here in Wall Street, all of these companies that profit off of environmental destruction and police violence against our communities, they have these alliances. And they are forged in order to keep us down, to keep us in fear, but to try to keep us in fear. And in response, we say we will have our own alliances. We will gather here together knowing that these are the same fight. Knowing that when we protect our comrades here, when we close prisons here, when we fight police systems here, we are also freeing Palestine. And knowing that when we are freeing Palestine, we are also freeing our comrades here. We're in this for the long haul. Are we in this for the long haul? Because we're not freeing Palestine in a month and we're done here, are we?
No.
We're not stopping Cap City in a month and we're done here, are we?
Hell no.
So I will keep being out here. And I know you guys will too. Because we're out here, we're fighting, and we are also dreaming. I look here at my friends and my comrades, and that allows me to dream of a better world. That allows me to come out here, get out of bed, and come do this. And I do it because of you guys and because of my friends. I am so honored to be here and to get to be a part of this. And I know that I am a part of this just as much as you guys are all a part of this. And you are a part of this as much as I am a part of this. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for saying free Palestine and stop Cap City. I hope to see you out here every goddamn day. Because we are all in this. We are all in it together. We are all in it for the long haul. Stop Cap City!
Stop Cap City!
Stop Cap City!
Stop Cap City!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine! Thank you, Shosh. So, in the spirit of drawing these connections between here and there, between then, now, and the future, our next speaker is an educator and an artist who organizes with Decolonize This Place. They're involved in the early organizing around Occupy Wall Street, which is where we are today. And I want to invite Abu up to speak. There we go. Hell yeah. Give it up for Abu. Thank you.
Can you hear me in the back? Can you hear me? I'll try to project. I'm also honored to be here. But in preparation of being here, I spoke to two of our comrades in the West Bank. One of them lives in Mukhayyam Balata, near Nablus. And they're saying, I'm starting with the West Bank, right? They're saying that the Israeli army is coming in every day, that they haven't worked in 4 months, that even the elite class in Palestinian society has put workers off labor and is not paying them. They're tightening the situation in the West Bank and Gaza. It's important to recognize that if Gaza falls, the West Bank is not far behind. And they see what's happening here and what you're doing. And it brings joy to them. Because the solidarity is stronger than what they want to do to us. And they asked about the person who, through a radical act of protest, self-immolated in front of the Israeli embassy. And they recognize that solidarity while going through a genocide. And then look at them. Why do you think we talk about the police? Because we talk about a genocide and they can smile. Because it's owners of property like this that are benefiting from the war on Gaza. And they pay for the police. So when we show up here, we're going against power. But I think one of the things that I want to kind of impart with is something or two about Occupy and then what we learned from it, which we're all doing. When people organized to occupy Wall Street, and that's why they're out here and listening, there was 1,000 people that were here all day over a weekend. And they had workshops and trainings in mass. And then they had an assembly in which 1,000 people decided whether to take the risk and occupy territory or not. And more than 500 chose to, taking the risk of arrest. And then 500 that were around protecting those people. These acts scare them. Ungovernability is a strategy. It's not aimless. If they don't listen to us, they lose their legitimacy to rule and govern and imprison. From Cop City to Palestine, there is no negotiations on this because they act like an occupying force. And they're trying to get us to be afraid of saying it. This is a real moment. Because you all came together on a politics that's free Palestine. That's a compass. And then you fight where you are.
Yeah, we do.
They're not going to scare us. They're not going to scare us. But remember, one of the things to learn, to know about Occupy, is that when they had territory, they had time. And when they had time, they had relationships. And when you have relationships, you have infrastructure. And there was dreaming and doing and direct actions, and they shut down courts. Targets, you shut down courts. You shut down streets, you shut down courts, you shut down where they make decisions, and you don't let them rest, not even in boardrooms on museums. Woo! How can we be gathered and know that on March 10th, Israel said it would invade Rafah? What does that even fucking mean? To invade 1 million people, nowhere to go. And then they insist that we be reasonable. So, I will say what was learned from Occupy. And it relates importantly to Cop City. We're on occupied territory right now. This is unceded territory of Lenni Lenape. There are debts that are owed on this land. There are debts that are owed on this land. Just like there are debts that are owed on the land of folks in Atlanta. We cannot fight for Palestine over there without fighting over here. So knowing that the spring is near, knowing that they don't want us to gather, public spaces, courtrooms, hallways, wherever, are places to gather, obstruct, stop, because that puts the pressure. That's the only way they get it. Right? And remember, the triangulation of indigenous sovereignty, black liberation, and free Palestine can upend empire.
Thank you, Abu. What they said is right. You cannot throw a stone in this neighborhood without hitting a target that's complicit in these issues we're talking about today. If you look just over here, there's a Bank of America. Bank of America has given $1 million to fund the construction of Cop City and destroy the Wilani. Bank of America gave another $1 million at the start of the most recent genocide on Gaza to support that effort. Bank of America has been funding American nonprofits that send money to fund West Bank settlements. Okay, so there's a lot to be done here. It's good we keep organizing. I'm really honored now to be introducing a friend of mine and a comrade, Priscilla Grimm, who's been an activist her entire adult life. She's now one of the 61 people indicted in the Stop Cop City RICO case in Atlanta, Georgia. Can you hear me?
Louder.
Let me try. Very proud to be introducing Priscilla Grimm. She has been an activist her entire life. She is one of the 61 people who've been indicted in the Stop Cop City RICO case in Atlanta, Georgia. Arrested on March 5th last year during the South River Music Festival, she served 31 days in the DeKalb County Jail and 27 hours in Fulton County Jail. Currently facing a possible 50 years in Georgia State Prison for the alleged crimes of domestic terrorism and racketeering. She's the director of communications of Sane Energy Project and communications lead for Beautiful Trouble. Very honored to introduce Priscilla Grimm. Everyone give it up.
Greetings, comrades.
Greetings.
My name is Priscilla, and I am thankful to be here with all of you, the heroes who have been taking the streets for almost 5 months in demand of both a ceasefire and a free Palestine. Because of your fearlessness, people worldwide, especially in the United States, finally fully understand the 75-year genocide and are now relentlessly demanding a free Palestine. I am thankful to be standing in this sacred park, the birthplace of Occupy Wall Street. It was in this park, sitting on a sleeping bag on a piece of cardboard, that I learned about the full depth of the depravity of the ongoing genocide of the Palestinian people by the political project of Israel, and how all of our grievances are connected through the many forms of the ideological cancer of capitalism and colonization. I stand here today as one caught in the political prosecution for one of the most famous of those trained by the Israel occupation forces, the Atlanta Police Department, who has changed. This police department defined camping in a forest and wearing black as the markers of alleged domestic terrorism. I stand here as a member of the Wilani Defense Society, a decentralized collective demanding a stop to the building of the militarized police training facility named Cop City in Atlanta, Georgia. A year ago, I was inspired to travel to Atlanta to join the Stop Cop City 5th week of action because I was outraged by the plan to build Cop City, despite hours of testimony by residents to the Atlanta City Council rejecting their plan. The plan included bringing urban warfare to the residents of a black neighborhood in which the sounds of gunfire already daily assault children from a shooting range a few blocks away from their school. I was outraged by the murder of Tortuguita, an environmental activist shot over 50 times while seated with their hands up. Bullets creating stigmata from the sins of policing. After camping in the Wilani Forest, I am now one of 61 people charged with conspiracy and one of the 42 people charged with domestic terrorism.
You're heroes.
It is outrageous that while people are brutalized and dying in police interactions and behind the bars of incarceration, those who are fighting for a world in which care and compassion are centered are accused of terrorism and racketeering. Until we defund the police and begin a road to societal recovery, addressing the roots and the desperation of our brothers and sisters, all of nature, from people to the land to the sea, are not safe from bombs, bullets, and the poison left in their wake. I stand here as a member of the No North Brooklyn Pipeline Coalition. unnecessary, toxic, liquefied natural gas storage facility in Greenpoint, poisoning all the residents with flared gas fumes, further endangering those already fighting generations of cancers caused by one of the earliest oil spills in the United States. Securing a ceasefire, ending the occupation of Palestine, and freeing the thousands of Palestinian children, women, and men from Israeli jails and prisons is the only way forward if we are to preserve our collective humanity and begin to find healing for both people and the planet. Currently, the United States is attempting to send over $14 billion to the political project of Israel to fund genocide. This funding must be stopped. Your presence today here with us in this space, in the shadows of Wall Street and the footprints of the World Trade Center buildings, is a beautiful and powerful demonstration of solidarity, showing those in power that the people on this planet demand an end to genocide and destruction enacted to steal land and drill for the gas found in Gaza. Yesterday, Aaron Bushnell, a current member of the U.S. Air Force, set himself on fire in one of the most extreme forms of protest to reject being complicit in genocide. He died this morning as a result of his injuries, sustained after pouring gasoline on himself, setting himself on fire, and shouting "Free Palestine" until he collapsed. Rest in power.
Power.
I hope today that we can find connection with each other. Here, to build towards a world in which we can evolve modern society past the current reality of genocide, environmental destruction, weapons of war, militarized policing, jails, and prisons. These systems are not designed to help anyone but those who seek profit. The men who hold power on the boards of directors of corporations, from Boeing to Exxon to Chase Bank, profit from every moment of genocide, war, and policing, controlling all of nature from people to animals to plants to land to water to air. No part of our ecosystem is safe from the toxic visions of colonization. From Palestine to NYC to Atlanta, we know until our brothers and sisters are free from jails, prisons, and the walls of apartheid found in Palestine, no one is free. Thank you.
Palestine is under attack! What do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When Weelani is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
From Gaza to Weelani! Nope.
From Gaza to Weelani!
We won't stop till we are free!
We won't stop until we are free! Thanks so much, y'all. I'm so excited to introduce a friend and comrade. But before that, just wanted to shout out all these posters over here. Please come grab one to carry during the rally. Yeah. So, M is an abolitionist organizer and artist supporting local and national movements to free them all, close Rikers, build no cop cities or jails without compromise. Welcoming friend and comrade M. Woo!
I have a soft voice, so if you can't hear me, get closer.
Mic check.
You give people mic?
Mic check.
Mic check.
Okay.
Mic check!
Mic check.
Mic check!
My name is M,
My name is M,
and I'm a member of the New York City chapter
and I'm a member of the New York City chapter
of Critical Resistance.
of Critical Resistance.
Here to make connections
Here to make connections
between national,
local,
local, and global struggles.
and global struggles.
Cop City,
Cop City,
if erected, will worsen existing crises of policing. And make the city of Atlanta more vulnerable to climate disaster. By decimating the Weelaunee forest. Known as the lungs of Atlanta. Cop City will set a precedent. Across the U.S. For further militarization. Of police. We are already seeing this. We know that these will be the outcomes of building this facility. And so do the citizens of Atlanta. The people of Atlanta have repeatedly spoken out against Cop City. Yet are continuously ignored. Despite a 98% opposition to the initial project proposal by local residents, and a record-breaking 7 hours of public comment from local residents, in which not one single minute was spent supporting the project. The Atlanta city government is refusing to hear the clear no. Coming from the collective voices of the people they were elected to represent. The neglect and complicity of Atlanta's misleadership class. Finds its partner in New York City. Where the Adams administration and our current so-called representatives across city, county, and state are expanding the criminalization of migrants. Leaving them to suffer in tent cities. Without access to food, water, or bathrooms. Even as more than 60,000 rent-stabilized apartments sit vacant. Rather than funding libraries or citywide parks. Preserving life-saving pandemic mitigation resources. Or getting cops out of schools. The Adams administration has doubled down on funding police. And jails. Failing to shut down Rikers. And choosing to build 4 new multi-billion-dollar jails. Therefore, we cannot look to false leaders. And puppets alone. To strengthen our solidarity with Palestinians. The Palestinian struggle unites us all. From all movements and compels us. Towards bolder, strategic action for a ceasefire and beyond. As we have shown over months. Of agitation and dissent. New York City stands with Palestine and Atlanta. And to end, Jackson.
To read a quote from George Lester Jackson.
The imprisoned revolutionary.
The imprisoned revolutionary.
Settle your quarrels.
Settle your quarrels.
Come together.
Come together.
Understand the reality of our situation.
Understand the reality of our situation.
Understand that fascism is already here.
Understand that fascism is already here.
That people are already dying who could be saved.
People are already dying
It could be saved.
That generations more will live poor half lives
That generations more will live poorer half lives.
if you fail to act.
If you fail to act.
From the river to the sea,
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
From the sea to the river.
From the sea to the river,
Palestine will live forever.
Palestine will live forever.
Thank you so much, Em. I'm going to welcome Fatin now, another friend and comrade. Fatin is a Palestinian community organizer with Al-Auda, New York, New Jersey, the Palestine Right to Return Coalition, and Palestinian Assembly for Liberation. Welcome, Fatin! Justice is our demand!
Justice is our demand.
No peace on stolen land!
No peace on stolen land.
Justice is our demand!
Justice is our demand.
No peace on stolen land!
No peace on stolen land.
Say it loud, say it clear!
Say it loud, say it clear.
Liberation is here!
Liberation is here.
Say it clear, say it loud!
Say it clear, say it loud.
Gaza, you make us proud!
Gaza, you make us proud.
Thank you all so much. My name is Fatin. I'm from Al-Auda, New York, the Palestine Right to Return Coalition, and the Palestinian Assembly for Liberation. Many of my comrades already said much of what I wanted to say here, but I'll repeat some of the things because I think they're very important. Number one, land back in Palestine must mean land back here on Turtle Island. When we fight for the Palestinian right to return, we fight for indigenous right to return here, from the Lenape-Hoking to the Wilani Forest. Is that right? And we fight for the Palestinian people here. We fight for all occupied territory across the globe, from Puerto Rico to Hawaii. Is that right? And we know that the people don't want another Disneyland for cops, whether it's in Georgia or in Arizona or wherever else. What we need is an investment in our communities. These corporations that often get tax breaks on our dime invest in the state and in the empire instead of investing in the people and the communities. And we will always stand until we are all free and we are all liberated from Turtle Island to Palestine. What we must demand is that our labor goes into our communities, not into Disneylands for cops that train with the IOF. Is that right? And we know that the Atlanta Police Department trains with the IOF just like the NYPD trains with the IOF. And this is why we continue to stand, because this is a matter of principle. New York City stands with the people of Atlanta, with the indigenous people who have rights from Lenape-Hoking to Wilani area in Georgia. We talked about the martyr Aaron Bushnell, And I want to point out something here, that he said free Palestine multiple times, and now the people who are running the media and running the narrative are saying that this is a person who was mentally ill or unstable. I wonder, why is it that when people say Palestine or free Palestine, their stability and their mental well-being comes into question? Palestine is a holy place, and free Palestine is a demand that we must see for all of our people. When we see liberation in Palestine, it means that there is liberation that is possible for all of us. Free Palestine means liberation for all oppressed people across the world. Our struggle is connected. Our struggle is integrated. It's connected. We will never free one entity without freeing the rest of the oppressed people. Of course, when people march freely, Nazis, white supremacists, their sanity is never questioned and they're never stopped. But we're here, we can't even use bullhorns without being harassed by cops because we are speaking the truth. And that's why we don't care if we can't use amplification. We will use all methods of protest, all methods of disruption, all methods of disturbing the entity and the empire that dares to challenge us. We will never stop and we will never waver. And I want to say, even though my comrade Abu said, if Gaza falls, we do not believe that Gaza will fall. Gaza will prevail and Palestine will prevail. From the river to the sea.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
From the sea to the river.
From the sea to the river. Palestine will live forever.
Money for education.
Not for occupation. Money for healthcare.
Not for warfare.
Not for warfare.
Thank you all so much. Free Palestine.
The cops had plenty of time to manifest it. He was magna cum laude. They were magna cum laude. They knew better than to write that shit down.
We have one more speaker before we get moving.
New Jersey Cop City is on those bills. Here's the info.
I'm very privileged to introduce Menahil. Menahil is an arts worker and organizer committed to the liberation of all people from white supremacist, capitalist systems of oppression and building communities of care. Today, they're here as an autonomous organizer who joined up with Wilani Defense Society for this action, as well as a member of Salam. Everyone, please welcome Menahil.
Hi everyone. Thank you for that intro. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Menahil. I'm speaking on behalf of Salam, an anti-imperialist South Asian political organization that draws on the traditions of revolutionary Marxism. I'm going to keep it brief because you already heard my voice quite a bit today and you're going to keep hearing it. But I did want to say a few words. I wanted to talk about my grandma today, Sabiha, and the impact that police violence and then her home being bulldozed, land seized by fascist powers had on her life. My grandparents were labor organizers in Faisalabad, an industrial city in Punjab, Pakistan, where they built up their lives after migrating by foot and train. During partition, the British manufactured catastrophe when the Indian subcontinent was split into Pakistan and India. They were labor organizers, and they ended up in a police shootout in Faisalabad. They found out, they got a tip that the cops were coming after them to kill them on behalf of the managers of the factory that they were organizing. And they defended themselves. They didn't have time to flee. They defended their home. And they killed the police. That's my 80-year-old grandma who killed some cops. But what that meant for their lives, though, and their future, is that they were told they had to leave Faisalabad and never... Well, first they were incarcerated. Sorry, missed that part. They were incarcerated. And then they were told they were let out for some political reasons after a change in regime, as happens in a lot of places in the global south because of imperialist intervention and fuck-uppery. And they were told they had to leave Faisalabad and never come back. My grandma was able to purchase land in Bani Gala, an area of Islamabad, which was an up-and-coming city at the time. It's now the capital. And at the whims of another dictator who liked the land and for political reasons wanted to seize it, in the middle of the night, the imperialist forces, the fascist forces of the government of Pakistan went and bulldozed her home and took the land. And she never recovered. She was leaving my grandfather, who was abusive, and she ended up spending the next few decades of her life living with her sons, who silenced her, stopped her from organizing. Yeah, so I just wanted to share that as a story about the intersections of police violence and land being taken by fascist forces. I don't usually cover my head, but today I wanted to because there's this really badass photo of my grandma standing in front of a crowd of hundreds where she has her head covered like this and she has these big glasses on. I wanted to channel her today. I'll leave some of the more explicitly making connection stuff to some of our other speakers because they're doing a brilliant, brilliant job doing it. But I'm really honored to be here with Palestinian comrades who have inspired me these last few months, always, as well as comrades who I've been able to organize with in abolitionist contacts to free our elders. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Manahil. In a moment, we're going to start marching. We're going to go visit some of our friends that are profiteering from the Gaza genocide, from the West Bank settlements, from the destruction of the Walani, and from the construction of Cop City. Before we get moving, though, I just got a very exciting update from some of our comrades from here in New York who are currently out in Tucson as part of the nationwide summit to stop Cop City going on over there. I want to just read it to you really quickly now so we're all on the same page and know what's going on. Last night, Wells Fargo and PNC Bank locations in downtown Tucson, Arizona were smashed during a march against Cop City. These banks are among the many with direct ties to police militarization, ecological destruction, and murder, with Wells Fargo funding the Atlanta Police Foundation and PNC funding the Mountain Valley Pipeline in Appalachia. 2 hours north, and less than 10 hours later, protesters gather at nationwide headquarters in Scottsdale, Arizona to demand that they drop the contract with the Atlanta Police Foundation. These actions were movement defense. And our movement defense is an evidence-based strategy. Through simple, open records requests for the communication between funders, construction companies, and the city, we have hard evidence that the calendar of construction is structured around and reliant upon political repression. Contractors and funders wait for and openly encourage the justice system to make outlandish, threatening attacks against the movement before they make its moves on construction. Striking back at those hoping to profit from the project makes clear that killing and arresting our friends does not create space for them to build. Neither political space nor economic space. Here in New York, we're witnessing in real time the assemblage of an NYPD anti-Palestine strategy. We're witnessing in real time the assemblage of an NYPD and it's not just the NYPD, excuse me. People like Council Member Stacey Amato try to play their role too, inspired by Atlanta. She introduced a bill to make obstruction of a roadway not an obstruction ticket, but a domestic terrorism charge. If we are to set our own calendar, if we are to take the initiative where we live, then we need to analyze and adapt to the changing terrain of repression. This is an opportunity to be brave and creative. The people in Tucson this weekend quickly and easily took land back from the city because they know where it is they fucking live, because they know where the lots are, where the openings are, and because they made the occasion for others to learn that too. Land back everywhere. Fuck Cop City. Free Palestine. Viva, viva, Tortuguita! Viva, Tortuguita! Viva, viva, Tortuguita! Fuck Cop City!
Anywhere! Anywhere!
Anywhere!
Fuck Cop City!
Anywhere!
All right, guys. So we are live here in Zuccotti Park in downtown Manhattan. As you heard before, this is where Occupy Wall Street basically started. We'll get to some interviews as we go. They're going to be marching. In the meantime, smash that like button, share this stream. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. Subscribe now. We got cops in the park here. They've been here since before the protest started. So the past couple of days, police have been showing up to protest in riot gear. Meanwhile, nothing's been happening, but they just show up in their helmets, batons, zip ties. So today they are not in riot gear uniform. So good, how you doing? So we spent some time in Atlanta last year. You mind if we do like quick Cool. Priscilla, right? What's his name?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're live. So we have Priscilla here, who is from Atlanta, Georgia, right?
I grew up in Atlanta, Georgia, but I've been in New York City for 24 years now.
Okay.
So I'm very much a New York City resident. I've lived here longer than anywhere else in my life.
But you
I'm
were
a Brooklyn girl.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Brooklyn boy. So
Very nice.
But you were also in the Cop City movement.
Yes.
Can you just talk about that really quick?
Yes. So I've been an activist for a very long time. I had heard about what was happening in Atlanta, Georgia with the Cop City fight. I went down to the 5th week of action in March of 2023 last year. And the second day I was there, I was chased by very large men and thrown into a jail and not given bond. So I was there for 31 days, and then I spent another 27 hours in Fulton County Jail. The first charge that I still have not been indicted is domestic terrorism, and the second one is for racketeering.
Jeez. I know some of those people who were arrested with you. Some of them are wearing ankle bracelets, ankle monitors,
They are.
and basically.
They're political prisoners.
Right, exactly.
They're all. We are all political prisoners. I'm not wearing an ankle bracelet, but I'm unable to leave the state of New York. Well, my uncle is in an extreme health crisis that I need to get to Tennessee to be with him, and I'm really hoping that I can find compassion in the judge and that she'll let me travel to take care of my sick uncle before he dies. Like, literally the most important person in my blood family, other than my daughter, and I can't be with him right now. It's awful. But it's not, this is what people who are incarcerated deal with every single day, and that's why the whole system needs to be abolished.
Yes, absolutely. I'm very sorry to hear about that. Let's walk. Let's keep
Yeah,
up the march. But I wanted to ask you, I know majority of Atlanta residents are against Cop City.
Yeah.
Just like majority of people around the world are.
Just like the majority of New Yorkers don't want 5 new jails, nor do they want a skyscraper jail.
Right. Oh, thank you. So what kind of democracy is this where...
It's not democracy.
Right.
It's a system that was set up by slaveholders. It's not going to take care of any of us. We need something new that we haven't experienced yet, but hopefully we're building it right now. This is a part of it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I just wanted to ask you on that because I know majority of Atlanta residents are very much against Cop City. And
they got over 100,000 people to sign a petition saying that this is a bad idea and we don't want it. Holy shit, do you see all those cops?
Yep.
There's like
and today
half as much as...
Usually they're in riot gear, but today they're not in riot gear.
Oh, small.
Not yet, at least.
Are you following?
Okay.
You're following it. Distinction.
Well, yeah, we are behind the cops.
Yeah.
Which is a safer place to be.
And also, what do you think about, what are your thoughts about the Israeli police training, training people at Cop City? The Atlanta police, NYPD.
I mean, it's like they're testing out all of these new theories on how to oppress people in Israel because for some reason the rest of the world hasn't had a front row seat to it until very recently. So, repression is being refined in Israel.
Right. All right, we're going to catch up there.
Let's get.
It was very nice meeting you. John. I don't want to part or anything, but are you on the post? Yeah. Yep. Okay. All right, I'll find you. I'll see you around. Be careful, all right? All right, guys, we're gonna catch up to the march here. As you see, police are following behind. I would say definitely a couple of hundred people out marching. Not sure where the first location. They said they had a few locations they're going to march to, so we'll follow along. I would say maybe 25, 30 police officers right now following the march. Again, we just left Zuccotti Park, which is in Lower Manhattan, near Wall Street. And now we are marching. This is along the West Side Highway here. Alright, so it looks like they want to cross here. Police are not allowing them to cross. They set up a line here. Alright, so they said they could cross, but something, if not, they lock them up.
Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine!
We're crossing the street, We're crossing the street! We're crossing the street! We're crossing the street! We're crossing the street! Move it up!
Anxiety attack.
Don't be stupid, piggy. Just because another fucking lot of dummies.
Sorry, can I
Open up the prison doors! 5, 6, 7, 8!
Walk it on the sidewalk. On the sidewalk.
Free, free Palestine!
Sidewalk, please.
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine!
There's no reason
The cops are pushing me, pushing other people, protesters, other people to get on the sidewalk, ACLU workers. Alright guys, make sure you're sharing, make sure you're subscribing, share this around.
Walking the street, think about plus motorcycles from in and out of traffic and running red lights. Take north towards JFK.
Free, free Palestine! Open up the prison doors! 5, 6, 7, 8!
Alright, so as you see, police are harassing ACLU workers, people monitoring the protests, monitoring police, pushing journalists.
5, 6, 7, 8!
it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! Mic check! Mic check!
We're taking this building! Of the nationwide RICO offices! There's already 100 people in there! Ready to take this building! Don't get the
It's locked. Oh, you fuck. I'll take this. Oh, shit.
Join the folks inside! There are 100 people there already!
Fuck yourself! Die! Fucking die!
Get off the fucking door! Get off the door! Right,
Fucking pigs!
Put hands on me, you got a problem.
Oh, I don't put anybody hands on anyone. You put your hands on me! Shoot yourself and die, pig!
Right, where was it?
Stand inside.
Close enough.
Hi guys, there's already people in the building.
Yeah, you look pretty red in the face.
Let's see if there's another entrance in there. Hold on, let's see if we get inside this way. Guys, make sure you are sharing this. Share this live stream. Subscribe. Smash that like button. I don't know what building we're in. I will find out what building. Nationwide, AXA. I think AXA Nationwide. Yeah, 200. Okay. Hey, is there anything that I'm curious about and like what could be over here about this protest? So there's probably a couple hundred protesters in here occupying this building. I'm trying to find out like what companies are in here, who's in this building. So as soon as I get somebody to come over and talk to us, I will we'll do that.
That they might not give a dispersal warning.
That they might not give a dispersal warning.
That's all.
That's all.
All right, so what she said is cops are planning to make arrests. They will not give dispersal warnings, no warnings. They will just start arresting. Let's see what they have to say.
A quick update on what my comrade just informed you of.
A quick update on what my comrade just informed you of.
This is illegal assembly. You must leave once. Illegal assembly twice. My name is Pete. I'm representing the building. Illegal assembly. You must leave. You are trespassing. This is the third warning.
No. 1 second, sir. Mic check. Mic check.
Third warning.
That was.
This is the private property.
This was our first warning.
Third warning. You must leave. This is a private property. Private property. You must
Please,
leave.
I'm trying to get people to go. Please be quiet. It is not our intention for anybody to get arrested today.
It is not our intention for anybody to get arrested today.
Now that they have asked us or told us to leave, we're suggesting that we all leave to continue this action and fight another day.
We're suggesting that we all leave and continue this action to fight another day.
And that day is today.
And that day is today.
Because this march is going to continue.
This march is going to continue.
Because there are other actual locations.
Because there are other actual locations.
There are other nationwide locations.
There are other nationwide locations.
There are other Bank of America locations.
There are other Bank of America locations.
And there are other targets where we need to bring this message.
And there are other targets where we need to bring this message.
This is an autonomously organized movement.
This is an autonomously organized movement.
Nobody is telling you what to do.
Nobody is telling you what to do.
But I am suggesting that we leave and continue the march.
But I am suggesting that we leave and continue the march.
Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free.
Great Black revolutionary. Kuwaisi Balagoon.
Kuwaisi Balagoon.
Under no stretch of the imagination.
Under no stretch of the imagination.
Twist or turn.
Twist or turn.
Can a racist.
Can a racist.
Imperialist.
Imperialist.
Country. Call itself a democracy.
Call itself a democracy.
Without its victims.
Without its victims.
Its enemies.
Its enemies.
Calling it anything more.
Calling it anything more.
Than a hypocrisy.
Than a hypocrisy.
The Stop Cop City movement.
The Stop Cop City movement.
Has been clear and consistent.
Has been clear and consistent.
In its solidarity with the Free Palestine.
In its solidarity with Free Palestine.
As people living in the belly of the beast.
As people living in the belly of the beast.
It is our duty.
It is our duty.
To keep our struggles interconnected.
To keep our struggles interconnected.
Because our oppression.
Because our oppression. Our oppression is interconnected.
U.S. imperialism.
U.S. imperialism.
U.S. neocolonialism.
U.S. neocolonialism.
U.S. settler colonialism.
U.S. settler colonialism.
U.S. racial capitalism.
U.S. racial capitalism.
Our struggles.
Our struggles.
Are interconnected.
Are interconnected.
New York.
New York.
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Palestine.
Palestine.
Haiti. Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Guam. Sudan.
Sudan.
Congo.
Congo.
From Palestine to Ilani, stop the U.S. war machine.
From Palestine to Ilani, stop the U.S. war machine.
Look at what we've been doing.
Look at what we've been doing.
Building on years.
Building on years.
Centuries.
Centuries.
Of revolutionary struggle.
Of revolutionary struggle.
We are organizing.
We are organizing.
We are activating.
We are activating.
We are committed.
We are committed.
To shutting it down.
Shutting it down.
The fact that. The state is responding.
The state is responding.
With fascist reactions.
With fascist reactions.
Political repression.
Political repression.
Means they are scared.
Means they are scared.
And while that makes them more dangerous.
Makes them more dangerous.
It also means.
It also means.
We are more powerful.
We are more powerful.
Are here today.
Are here today.
On a Monday.
On a Monday.
To make it clear.
To make it clear.
We have zero tolerance.
We have zero tolerance.
For their death-making bullshit.
For their death-making bullshit.
We stay.
We stay.
Steadfast.
Steadfast.
Clever.
Clever.
Strong.
Strong.
Loud.
Loud.
In pursuit of our liberation.
In pursuit of our liberation.
We will clear.
We will clear.
The world.
The world.
Of these dusty.
Of these dusty.
Raggedy. Systems. And make room.
And make room.
For something more beautiful.
For something more beautiful.
Something grounded.
Something grounded.
In interdependence.
In interdependence.
Sustainability.
Sustainability.
And freedom of the land and people.
And freedom of the land and people.
The people.
The people.
United.
United.
Will never be defeated.
Will never be defeated.
We're gonna start with the speeches.
With the speeches.
Our first speaker.
Our first speaker.
Is Aaron.
Is Aaron.
With Planet Over Profit.
With Planet Over Profit.
They are.
They are.
An end fossil finance strategist.
An end fossil finance strategist.
Who organizes.
Who organizes.
With Planet Over Profit.
With Planet Over Profit.
And Climate Defiance.
And Climate Defiance.
Raised in a multi-ethnic household.
Raised in a multi-ethnic household.
In Istanbul.
In Istanbul.
With Muslim and Jewish heritage.
With Muslim heritage.
Fighting Erdogan's assault on nature.
Fighting Erdogan's assault on nature.
They design strategies and campaigns.
They design strategies and campaigns.
To force Wall Street out of fossil fuels.
To force Wall Street out of fossil fuels.
And extractive colonialism.
And extractive colonialism.
Give it up for Eric!
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming. We are here to stand united against the genocide and apartheid Palestinians are suffering at the hands of Israel, to the militarized, racist policing factory, Cop City, and ecocidal destruction of Weelaunee Forest. The people of Atlanta have been resisting to indigenous land dispossession and genocide on Turtle Island. Today, during the Ensure Our Future Global Week of Action, we expose how AXA, the world's supposedly greenest, most sustainable insurance giant, insures and invests in the machinery of destruction and death that stretches from Atlanta to Gaza. I wish to honor the legacy and enduring struggle of the Lenape, Shuttlecock, Wappinger, and Canarsie people, who New York was built upon, whose dispossessed lands AXA and Wall Street were built upon, and where we stand today. My name's Eren, and I organize against these motherfuckers because Wall Street is the bane of all evil! Now, bear with me because finance is boring as shit, but I'll try to make it interesting. Insurance companies like AXA do two things. They insure stuff like pipelines, like Cop City, like your car, your house, and then they take that money and they invest it in stuff like bomb manufacturers and weapons manufacturers and fossil fuel projects. So here are two examples. One, AXA reinsures the militarized training grounds of Cop City built upon stolen Muskogee people's land. AXA profits off of deforestation and destruction of Weelaunee Forest, which, let me remind you, is a lifeline against extreme heat, against flooding, things that are going to only get worse with the climate crisis. Why? Because AXA, our friends over here, choose to profit off training officers and tactics of war to be unleashed upon those who dare to dream of justice. The Black Lives Matter protesters, Free Palestine protesters, Stop Mountain Valley Pipeline protesters, people who stand for what is right. Two, AXA, our good friends over here, AXA, has made promises to the world, literal policies on paper, saying we will divest from fossil fuels. We will not insure fossil fuels. Those are great policies. We love them. They also have a policy saying we won't invest in cluster munitions. How many people here know what cluster munitions are? Let me see hands. Okay, you need to know this if you want to fully understand the pain our sisters, brothers, and siblings in Gaza are living through right now. A cluster munition is a missile coming from the sky that about 100 yards above turns into like 200 little grenades that indiscriminately kill civilian, children, doctors, ambulance workers. It is a war crime to use it. After the Israel-Lebanon conflict in 2007, an international convention was passed saying it was illegal, and AXA continued to have money in it. So what did we do? We organized. We forced AXA out of it. And now, AXA, here's the bad news, right? AXA owns little investment companies that they can hide behind. Say, no, that's not us investing. That's AllianceBernstein, an investment company owned 100% by AXA, one of the largest investors in cluster munition manufacturer Elbit System, despite AXA's policies. We're angry about this evil. Consider this. We're on Wall Street. Banks, asset managers, insurers, they pour our money, our car insurance money, our bank deposits, our 401ks into projects that scorch the earth, projects that destroy the sacred lands of our indigenous siblings, sisters, and brothers, projects designed for warfare, repression, destruction, projects that pollute the air, that force BIPOC children to breathe cancer chemicals. That ain't right! Consider further the way insurance companies both insure fossil fuel projects and invest in fossil fuel projects in COP cities, and pull out from insuring communities of color worst affected by climate chaos, leaving behind families who will face rising tides without the lifeline of insurance. This shame is shameful. This deliberate abandonment is a modern manifestation of the racist process we call redlining, now cloaked as blue lining, because you know what? If you're poor, if you live on a coastline, if you cannot afford to have your insurance doubled every year, in the eyes of our friends AXA over here, your lives don't matter. Today we name names. City. Can I hear you say it? City! City! BlackRock! BlackRock! AXA! AXA! You are symbols of corrupting wealth and disgusting power!
You are symbols of corrupting wealth and disgusting power!
Wall Street puts profit over people and planet!
Wall Street puts profit over people and planet!
Thank you. I want to just remind you all of what AXA does. AXA insures racist Cop City. AXA finances Elbit Systems, manufacturer of cluster munitions that kill tens of thousands of children in Gaza. AXA funds settler colonialism by owning the banks that give mortgages to settler colonists taking over the West Bank. AXA profits, invests in the machinery of genocide and ecocide. AXA isn't here to insure you and me. They're not here to insure a future. They are the architects of our despair. But, when we target insurers, we win. The Adani Carmichael coal mine on Wangan and Jagalunu territories in Australia was delayed by over 10 years because they couldn't find insurance. The Trans Mountain Pipeline on Metis lands and the lands of 15 Indigenous nations in so-called Canada has been delayed and is near being cancelled. The East Africa crude oil pipeline will never make a profit because insurance has become too expensive. A small shameless plug because all of our struggles are connected. Join us outside the New York Public Library tomorrow at 3 p.m. for the Insure Future March on New York. And let companies like AXA hear that we will not go away when they do not listen to us. So one last like that. Let me hear you repeat after me. Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
Stop Cop City!
Stop Cop City!
Defend Wilani!
Defend Wilani!
Land back!
Land back!
Reject the death cult!
Reject the death cult!
Of extractive
of extraction.
Genocidal.
Genocidal.
Capitalism.
Capitalism.
Put people and planet over profit.
Put people and planet over profit.
Break the banks of Wall Street corporations. Break the banks of Wall Street corporations. Break the banks of Wall Street corporations.
Break the banks of Wall Street corporations. Break the banks of Wall Street corporations. Break the banks of Wall Street corporations.
Mic check. Up next.
Up next.
We have Brianna.
We have Brianna.
Representing the Ridgewood Tenants Union.
The Ridgewood Tenants Union.
Which works.
To
build power.
To build power.
Among neighbors.
Among neighbors.
To fight displacement.
To fight displacement.
Can everyone hear me? Yes. Okay. This year we've pledged to actively investigate how local issues of gentrification, displacement, repression, and surveillance impact the people in our neighborhoods that connect to the struggles of our brothers and sisters in Atlanta, Hudza, and everywhere where people are facing grave injustice. Ridgewood is represented by Council Member Robert Holden. Whose anti-immigrant, anti-homeless rhetoric has huge support of racist policing laws has been harmful to our community. Since he's been in office, we have seen the number of NYPD facial recognition surveillance cameras grow on many intersections throughout our neighborhood. These cameras are located in all 5 boroughs, but disproportionately impact black and brown people. These surveillance tools and programs are funded by our tax dollars. NYPD delegations to Israel are funded by our tax dollars. Israel's training police forces here in Atlanta, and there are cop cities throughout the country, militarizing the police to stop us from organizing to protect our homes and our public lands. Shame! From Mulani to Palestine to Ridgewood, we connect our struggles of displacement to become even more powerful in our resistance. Right to return, right to remain.
Right to return, right to remain.
Alright guys, so you can't see it right now, but 2 police NYPD.
We're gonna start moving.
We're gonna start moving.
Cause the pigs are really gathering.
Because the pigs are really gathering.
We're gonna march.
We're gonna march.
Just know.
Just know.
Pigs have given a warning.
Pigs have given a warning.
To stay on the sidewalk.
To stay on the sidewalk.
Not gonna follow, but just whoever needs to know that, and choose your safety as needed.
We keep us safe. We keep us safe.
Also, let's keep it tight.
Let's keep it tight.
Often, when we feel pressured,
we
start to move quickly. Do not run. Stay in a group. Move slowly and together. We go
Raise your hand. If you know
what George Floyd's
murderers
already trained in.
We gotta move! marching this way.
Stop Cop City! Stop Cop City! Stop Cop City! Stop Cop City!
Alright, so now there's way more police here right now. They pulled up 2 correction buses pulled up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stop Cop City! Stop Cop City! Viva, viva, Tortuguita! Viva, viva, Tortuguita! Viva, viva!
Alright, now there are hundreds of cops out here right now. Cops on scooters. Like I said, 2 correction buses pulled up. They're probably going to be following the march.
Viva, viva, Palestina! Viva, Palestina! Viva, viva, Palestina! Stop Cop City! 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 Stop Cop City!
Stop Cop City.
Stop Cop City!
Stop Cop City.
Stop Cop City! Stop Cop City! Stop Cop City! Stop Cop City! Stop Cop City!
Alright guys, like I said, hundreds of police officers out here right now. So they're going to be looking to make arrests. They got the zip ties right there in that bag. So if shit starts going down, make sure you're sharing this. Make sure you're spreading the word. All right, guys, so before I said there were hundreds of protesters out here, but now looking at the crowd, could be in the thousands, but definitely hundreds of police officers out here, already with zip ties, ready to go. All right, guys, give me like 5 seconds. I have to change a battery. Screen will go out for a few seconds, so I just want to do this before anything happens. All right, 1 second, guys.
Guys, straight line. Everybody in. You have to be on the sidewalk. Everybody in. Everybody. Everybody in. On the sidewalk.
not block the street on the sidewalk. Sidewalk. You must stay on the sidewalk. You must stay on the sidewalk. Up on the sidewalk. Up on the sidewalk. Let's go.
Stop blocking the road. We like water.
All right, so we have the scooters here cutting off the street, blocking the traffic. Guys, make sure you're liking this, make sure you're sharing this. Police are itching to make arrests right now, so it's going to happen. We are in Wall Street.
On the sidewalk, or you will be arrested.
Alright, they're taking him into a GNC.
What the fuck is American? Why the fuck are you taking him in there? What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are they doing to him in there?
Why the fuck did you take someone to a GNC? What the fuck is wrong with you? Assholes. Look at this motherfucker.
Yeah. And you're gonna arrest them and everything. Cut them outside. Stop being a filthy piece of shit.
You're not a neutral party.
That's
a fucking lawyer.
Hold up, 4982 got it.
4982, correct. I'm not legally obligated to tell you anything.
I didn't ask for any information. Bring the lawyer right now. Bring the fucking lawyer right now.
Well, you're corrupt. You know that?
Alright, so they took the arrestee into a GNC to properly cuff them, and they were not allowing the lawyers in, the Lawyers Guild, the people with the green hats. Alright, they are distributing zip ties, cuffs.
Our city will never be built.
Sorry. Alright, she is one of the organizers.
Yo, it ain't nothing. You'll be out in 4 hours. Don't worry about this shit. This shit is some bullshit. They know it's some bullshit. Fucking punk asses. You ain't got nothing else to do, right?
Be built. Thanks, ladies. Good job, ladies. Men stand up for women. Women standing up for women, right?
We have NYPD Teru here. Teru is the group that films the protesters. They do surveillance. We have the protest marshals in the yellow jackets who are standing between the protesters and the police. Normally they also stand between the traffic when the protest is marching through an intersection. Alright, so this is their next location that they're going to set up and protest outside of.
Palestine will be free. From the sea to the river.
All right, so this is, the building is One Battery Park Plaza. We have police officers standing in front of the entrance to the building. So I'm not sure which company is in this building that they're protesting.
I think I'm loud enough. I'm here, a loud, colonized person of another land. And we're here, we're connected. It's 7 p.m. almost, and we're keeping it up. They're arresting us. They're harassing us. They're trying to scare us. But we're here, we're loud, we're clear. Rojava is a liberated land of the Kurdish majority, northeast Syria, that's liberated from oppression, and they have instituted a system of self-governance, and they've shown that we can make it, we can do it, we can govern ourselves, we can protect ourselves, we can live in peace and dignity. Like all the indigenous, colonized, oppressed people of the world, Rojava is being constantly attacked. It's been ongoing, ecocide, killing the olive groves, accumulating profits over selling Rojava olives to the rest of the global economy. Now, we have said a lot of things here about these particular organizations, particular corporations. We just protested AXA, and there's Bank of America, there's lots of surveillance industries and corporations that share, that basically benefit from our oppression, benefit from our colonization. But I want to say one thing, maybe to differ, to change the mood a little bit. Although we're going to protest, we're going to shut these down, we're going to shut the system of capitalism altogether down. Because they're benefiting from the colonization of Palestine, or they're benefiting from the colonization of indigenous people here. They're benefiting from colonization and oppression and exploitation of the working class. So we need to shut all of capitalism down. As a Kurdish person who grew up in a land where tens and thousands were massacred in a matter of months, like what we're witnessing in Palestine today, I want to say that the police and the military, they can now be shame on them. Sometimes we say shame when they arrest us. These institutions are built to repress our people. In the U.S., it's built to suppress the freed slaves, right? And in Kurdistan, they're built to suppress, to oppress the colonized Kurds and colonized Palestinians. So we cannot be free for as long as these organizations exist. So we need to all together alter capitalism and all together and give a complete end to this moment of ongoing colonization all over the globe. And so here I want to say the final thing is they are watching us because they're scared of this unity. Because they're hearing our footsteps. They're hearing the footsteps of the wretched of the earth. Of the colonized, oppressed people united. Because they know from Kurdistan to Palestine to Atlanta that if people are unified, if people are together, they will never be defeated. The people united 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 will never be defeated. One last thing. What is our purpose then? Is is to build from this and build real material connections of solidarity from the ground. And as the earlier speaker said, not lose this momentum, but simultaneously build actual material connections. When a Palestinian, one single Palestinian is killed, tortured, imprisoned, we are on the streets for them, so that we are here until Palestine is free. We're here until Kurdistan is free. We're here until we destroy capitalist, colonial, extractivist, oppressive systems of exploitation and oppression altogether.
We'll never be defeated. The people united. 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 We'll never be defeated. The people united.
The next speaker is Tanya with Black and Pink. Oh, yeah. T is an organizer with Black and Pink NYC, a local mutual aid and advocacy group of currently and formerly incarcerated LGBTQ and HIV affected people and free world co-conspirators fighting for queer and trans liberation and the abolition of prisons and policing. Give it up for Tanya. Hello, everyone. Hello. Can you hear me? Yes. I'm here on behalf of Black and Pink NYC. Our comrade Justina, who is currently under house arrest, and is a formerly incarcerated organizer of trans revolutionaries, wrote to our inside members locked up across the state. When we call for the abolition of the prison industrial complex, we also by necessity mean free Palestine. The NYPD surrounding us are the same fucking pigs that shares trading and technology with the Israeli occupation forces. They surveil black, brown, and Muslim communities using Israeli-made drones. The NYPD even has a mission to Israel planned for this April that includes, quote, enlightening encounters with Israeli law enforcement. The same Raytheon and Lockheed Martin that profit from genocide also profit from coerced prison labor, paying pennies per hour to assemble Patriot missiles that they then sell to Israel and other countries. Slave masters! The mass incarceration and detention in the U.S. is the same as Israel's practice of detaining thousands of Palestinians, many without charge or trial. Police departments, departments of corrections, and Democrat mayors from New York City to Atlanta lied to us that cops, jails, and prisons are necessary for public safety. Israel, with the support of the U.S. government, lied to us that their weapons and actions are necessary for Jewish safety. Zionist public relations lied to us how Israel is a safe haven for LGBTQ plus people. But the truth is, cops do not provide safety. Like when a cop pointed his gun at Aaron Bushnell while he was burning in his act of self-defense. Jails do not promote safety. Like when our member Panda died in Rikers custody last month on January 19th. The truth is, prisons do not promote safety when Aryan white supremacist gangs recruit there. The truth is, safety for people cannot be founded on the dispossession and subjugation of another. And the truth is, the safety of generations of queer and trans Palestinians is being destroyed by the bombing and starvation tactics of so-called progressive Israel. We reject the unimaginative fear-mongering and hate-washing of Zionist, craven politicians and cops who are thieves of our community resources, thieves of our public funds. And as abolitionist cultural geographer Ruth Wilson Gilmore said, the failure of imagination rests in missing the fact that abolition isn't just absence. Abolition is a fleshly and material presence of social life lived differently. So thank you for your presence here today and beyond. I will end by uplifting the words of Edward Said, the late Palestinian-American scholar and former member of the Palestinian National Council, who said, "Successful liberation movements were successful precisely because they employed creative ideas, original ideas, imaginative ideas, politicized and imbued with a vision of participating directly in a future of its own making. The future, like the past, is built by human beings. They, and not some distant mediator or savior, provide the agency for change. That's us. We keep us safe as we put our bodies on the line. Stop Cop City. Honor the martyrs. Long live the Intifada. Free Palestine. Free us all. Thank you. We are now going to move towards City Hall and to stand in solidarity with our comrade who was grabbed just a few minutes ago. Please understand that as our numbers dwindle and it becomes dark, risks of continuing to march tend to increase. Please make a decision that is best for you and leave with a buddy if you do leave. It would be great for us all as much as possible to continue on and stand with our comrades. Thank you so much for fucking being here. Let's go!
Go this way.
He's been.
Alright guys, so they're gonna keep the march going. As you heard, they're going towards City Hall. But I do want to read off a really great and generous donation that we just got from Catherine Julian, $1,200 donation. She says, been following you since the DAPL days. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Catherine. We really appreciate it. It really helps us to keep our on-the-ground reporting going. We cannot do this without you guys, without donations, without members. This work is not possible. So thank you very much. And if you would like to donate, go to statuscoup.com/donate, where you can make a donation. Also, we run on the members. The members are what make this work possible. They keep us going. We don't take any corporate funding. We don't take any of that. We are not the mainstream media. We are not the mainstream news. And as you see, they are not out here. CNN's not out here. Fox isn't out here. All the other networks, they are never out here covering these protests. They don't show you the police aggression towards peaceful protesters. Because, of course, that would hurt their funding. So they don't cover these protests. We do. I have been on the ground in New York City, Washington, D.C., covering these protests calling for a ceasefire. I've covered well over 30 protests. So thank you very much for allowing us to keep this work going. I know it is so important to so many people all over the world. And on that, boycott the mainstream media. Stop watching them. Watch us. Support independent journalism.
Protest and be cool.
I'm not arrested. Go. Bro, let me.
This way, bro. Right here. Bro. You're a very good observer, but you don't observe anything.
You saw people on a whip. I wouldn't know.
cops gotta stand in front of the Starbucks entrance, protecting Starbucks.
You fucking scum! You fucking worthless pieces of shit! Fuck you!
Which means going this way.
Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free!
By the looks of it, it looks that there are just as many cops as there are protesters.
genocide! Stop! Stop the genocide! Stop the genocide! Stop! Stop the genocide! Stop the genocide! Stop! Stop the genocide! Stop the genocide! Stop! Stop the genocide!
Alright, so now we are in front of City Hall. Trying to get ahead here.
Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
No way.
Long live the Intifada! Intifada! Intifada!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
NYPD scooters are blocking the access to the bridge.
There's only one difference between us. We get paid.
Can everybody hear me? Yes! If you don't recognize where we are, we're standing on the site of the 2020 occupation during the George Floyd uprising. When New Yorkers held down this area for 3 weeks in protest of the police's criminal brutality of our communities. Fuck the police! here. We said we come together, we leave together. When people disperse, I want everyone to disperse safely and in groups. Train party. Train party. There's been an ask for people who want to go to jail support. Thank you so much. You're not needed. We have a jail support team. We want to keep it quiet. That's the request of people. So thank you very much. I do think we might have one more person who wants to speak, though. I don't know if they're here. You spoke.
Really?
Didn't you? Yeah. Amazing. What's up? Please welcome Tupac from Ice Watch really quickly.
March up! March up!
I lose my voice easily.
I lose my voice easily.
So repeat after me.
So repeat after me.
Tupac.
This is Tupac.
From New York City Ice Watch.
From New York City Ice Watch.
There are many ice watches.
There are many ice watches.
This is ours.
This is ours.
You can make one too.
You can make one too.
We are here today.
We are here today.
Because borders shouldn't exist.
Because borders shouldn't exist.
Woo! How many of you saw? The cops in Times Square.
The cops in Times Square.
Get their asses kicked.
Get their asses
kicked. Today the community is bailing out. One of the migrants. Who was attacked by the police. That night. Every anti-migrant in America. Wants this guy deported. The judge refused. To let the legal fund. Bail him out. The judge said that. The legal fund was suspicious.
Your courts are suspicious.
That no migrant would have. Community in America. So we showed up in court. To let the police union know. We stand with migrants. And everyone in jail. The judge ordered a hearing. To question the legal fund. The judge and the press implied. That the bail was paid. Because the migrant. Must be in a gang. Shame is kind of played out. Say fuck the system.
Fuck the carceral state.
The pastor who paid the bail was given death threats by racists. I have received death threats for helping him. It is not a coincidence that the Atlanta Solidarity Fund who helped stop Cop City was raided. It is not a coincidence that the prosecutors in New York are questioning the legal fund. It is not a coincidence that the cops are doing a full media push to describe migrants as criminals. Martin Luther King was bailed out by legal funds. I am so hopeful. It's been 142 days. Of non-stop protests. It's the middle of winter, y'all. Summer is gonna be insane. Summer is gonna be insane. If you plan for it. When you need help, you can call Ice Watch. need community, you can create Ice Watch.
You can create Ice Watch.
You can create Cop Watch.
You can create Cop Watch.
That's what these migrants are doing.
That's what these migrants are doing.
That is how.
That is how.
We abolish the police.
We abolish the police.
I'll leave you with this chant.
I'll leave you with this chant.
It's gonna come in handy.
It's gonna come in handy.
When you hear. What did you see?
What did you see?
You reply.
You reply.
I didn't see shit.
I didn't see shit.
What did you hear?
What did you hear?
You didn't hear shit.
You didn't hear shit.
Remember that.
Remember that.
Abolish ICE. Thank everybody here for successful action. We put AXA and Nationwide on notice, together with our comrades in Arizona, that we're going to continue this campaign until they divest from Cop City, until they divest from occupied Palestine. I also want to say that what we have here, and what we've been building in New York over the last 5 months, is the same thing that we had in the Wilani. We have a pluralistic community from all sorts of movements, all sorts of different walks of life, united and living together our shared values through direct action. It is the best thing to have in this life. And I encourage you all to keep it going. So if you're not already involved, plug in. Follow Wilani Defense, NYC on Instagram, follow WAWA, follow Palestine Youth Movement, follow all the smaller orgs that have come together to make this happen. This is how you plug in, start your own AG, skill up, and mobilize. We're going to be out here all the time. We're going to continue. We've been out here for 5 months and we're not fucking slowing down. That's it. So everybody, I want you to get home safely. We're going to break up from here. Thank you all for a really powerful action. See you in the street.
Alright guys, so that concludes today's action. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for your donations. Again, thank you to Catherine for that very generous donation. I'm going to wrap up here. But I should be live again tomorrow evening. I believe it's 7 p.m. But they also did mention about an action at 3 p.m. So I'm going to look into that. But we'll be live again tomorrow. So make sure you subscribe so you do get those notifications for when we do go live and when we do post videos. So again, we cannot do this without you guys, without our members, without the donations, super chats. Without that, this work is not possible. And we are basically the only news outlet on the ground covering these protests. You won't find any other mainstream media network out here showing you the police brutality, the aggression towards protesters and peaceful protesters. They'll make it seem like these protests are violent, but that is a lie. That is not the case. That's just to, help their narrative that they have to start cracking down. So don't believe anything that the police say. Don't believe anything that the mainstream media says. Listen to us. Listen to the protesters. You see what's happening. And that's because we're here on the ground showing you. So thank you again. And I will be back on tomorrow night. All right, guys. Everybody have a good night.